Texas Congressman and presidential hopeful Ron Paul is in Des Moines. He joins us live.
When fascism comes to this country, it will be wrapped in the flag, carrying a cross.
I hope my Christian values reflected my character.
You wonder about using a cross like he is the only Christian.
Well, I think people know the truth, basically.
And we're back with presidential candidate Ron Paul.
It's a pretty straight talker. One of the core messages, in fact, from you has been you want to see troops out of Iraq, but also
people have an obligation if they feel that there's an injustice to stand up.
Probably very respectful of Mr. Paul.
He was not.
What?
He was not respectful of Ron Paul. I want to play you a clip.
You are.
You know, it's not what he said, it's just how he said it.
Yes.
So you're saying if Ron Paul is let in, he could sweep?
Yeah.
All right.
where he's a pretty straight talker.
Hello there. Good to be with you. Good to have you back on the show. Look, I don't agree with you on a lot of things, but who cares? This is America, and I have a real problem with the way the Republicans are treating you.
I preach nonviolence. That's what Martin Luther King preached, and that's what Gandhi preached. I've never advocated violence. I don't believe in violence, but I believe in civil disobedience. Okay. But you have to do that with the realization that you could end up in prison. But you know, we're talking about laws that are unjust laws. We're talking about an unconstitutional approach to collecting taxes. The system is worked unconstitutionally because everybody who challenges a law is considered guilty because, and they have to prove themselves innocent. They start off with a guilty plea. That's the way the tax code works. And I just don't think it's part of the American spirit. We've only had this income tax for a small number of years.
Congressman, I want to be clear. So you're saying you're against taxes?
No, I didn't say that. But I'm against the income tax.
Teach him self-reliance.
The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, is important to a lot of Americans. Why do you think that is?
Well, the founders were very clear about it, and the assumption went without saying that everybody can have a gun to go out hunting because everybody was a hunter, but they wanted to be explicit. The Second Amendment was provided, ironically, a lot of people don't understand this, but it was to protect against abuse of government, because they needed guns to protect against the abuse of the king. They saw the Second Amendment as very, very important.
They're disgusted with our taxes, and they're disgusted with the IRS, and they're disgusted with the monetary system.
But is the solution, Congressman, to say, I honorably object to paying my taxes, so I won't? Is that the solution? Do you endorse that solution?
Yes, I do, in the Martin Luther King tradition, in the Lysander Spooner tradition, in the tradition of Gandhi, because they practice peaceful resistance.
Presidential candidate Ron Paul raised a record-breaking $4.2 million on Monday for more than 35,000 individual donors, all thanks to his dedicated army of supporters.
Well, if you can see the results right here at the campaign website.
Dreamed up by volunteers, these online Paul supporters that you'll find populating forums, blogs, and unofficial websites dedicated to Dr. Paul.
Mike Huckabee's strategy in Iowa, where he has an ad talking about himself as a Christian leader. What's your view of that kind of campaigning for office?
Texas Congressman and presidential hopeful Ron Paul is in Des Moines. He joins us live.
When fascism comes to this country, it will be wrapped in the flag, carrying a cross.
I hope my Christian values reflected my character.
You wonder about using a cross like he is the only Christian.
Well, I think people know the truth, basically.
And we're back with presidential candidate Ron Paul. So some people might call you the $1 million man, but actually you're the $6 and some change $1 million man, because on Sunday, that's how much your supporters raised for you over the internet. How did you do it?
I don't go out and say, if you don't agree with me on foreign policy, I'm the Christian leader, and imply that you have to follow me.
Hello, this is IMC Polling, calling with a one-question opinion poll regarding the 2008 Republican presidential primaries.
Okay.
The election was held today. Who would you vote for? Press 1.
Join us in a brave experiment.
Press 2.
Every time you see a poll of any kind, try to remember.
I am known for sticking to principle and not flip-flopping.
Press 7 to no longer receive these types of calls.
I would guarantee that I would never abuse habeas corpus. The freedom message.
Hey, Ron.
Together, it doesn't divide us.
Ron, are you there? Do we have him? Ron Paul, are you there? Oh, hang on a minute.